Yes, so hello again. This is literally a few seconds later. You like my dress? I don't know, it's Ebony's dress that she gave to me about ages ago. But yeah, this week has been a hell of a week. What did I do? I knew there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, for now I'll talk to you about, first things first, I'll tell you about the date, because that's what I was meant to do the day after. Yes, I wanted to meet Jem, and it was all nice. I met up with him in Oxford Circus, and he took me back to eat, because he was there with a couple of his friends from from his course in international relations. He's doing international relations with Spanish, because he's been doing Spanish since GCSE, and he's just developing on it and stuff. So he did it in A-levels as well, and he still wants to further it now. And yeah, he's doing international relations, and he was with his friends who were doing IR. And yeah, they were nice. There was this really nice girl and stuff. And yeah, I got talking to her for a bit, and they had to leave about 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later and stuff. And there was this one guy who I found difficult to understand, but Jem seemed to have more difficulty understanding him. And I found that funny because it was actually meant to be his friend. So like, yeah, the girl they had met today, and she decided to come out to lunch with them. The guy had been his friend for quite a while now, and he was like, oh, did you understand him? And I was like, yeah, kind of bits and bobs and stuff. And he was like, yeah, well, I never understand him. I imagine that'd be so frustrating. But yeah, and he was nice. And then we went out and walked around and stuff. Went to a few shops and stuff. I don't know, he likes, I don't think it's a relationship thing with us. I don't know, I think it's more of a friendship thing, and I can see him being a friendship thing. Like, he's really nice and stuff. Like, we had loads to talk about, and it wasn't awkward at all. And, yeah, and when we were walking, like, we carried on conversations, which is good, and there was no awkward silences and stuff. But pretty good. I wouldn't say it was a date and stuff. We did talk about, like, ex-girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff, and he looks too similar to Janae for my liking. So there's something weird. And he was like, because he's got green eyes as well, but it's the same shade as Janae, and they've got the same kind of eye shape as well, so it freaks me out. So I can't actually look at him in the eye properly. There's one glitch about him, and he also has the kind of like the messy kind of beard thing, you know, that half-grown beard thing, not long or anything, but stubbly kind of thing. And yeah, so they do look quite similar in a way. Not 100%, because, you know, Jem's darker. Janae's, you know, quite blondish and stuff, but yeah, it's quite freaky. Yeah, in that sense. But yeah, once you get over that, he's a lovely guy. And yeah, whether or not, like, we take it to another level or not, I don't particularly mind, because I think he's quite a nice guy, he's a lovely guy, and, you know, I'd probably enjoy my time with him if I went out with him again somewhere. But he does drop a few hints and stuff, like he said to me, like, oh, next time you can come round to mine for coffee, and laugh. And yeah, that was like, yeah. Because that confused me. I was like, okay, cool, yeah, sure. I didn't know what to say. I was like, he obviously knows that I'm not a virgin or anything. I don't know. I hope he doesn't think that's a kind of thing to get into and stuff. Like, oh yeah, let's do that or something. He probably doesn't, because he can't. Because, you know, we've got friends together and stuff, like mutual friends, and that would just fuck things up for us. But yeah, other than that, he's a lovely guy and stuff. So I would totally not mind if we were just friends and stuff, because someone's got to get like, be like, you have a boyfriend or you're nothing, because you're a twat over us, like, over us, otherwise and stuff. Yeah, so it was a good day and stuff. And then I did meet one of his other friends that came over. I don't know why, but he was around the area, and he was like, oh, okay, come around here, and we were friends and stuff, and he came out. He was quite a cute guy, he was sweet as well. He was adorable actually, he was like, oh, you're so sweet. And yeah, and we went to Costa obviously I didn't have anything because I don't like coffee or anything, and I already had like, I went and had like a Big Mac meal. I was so happy. Like I didn't even eat all of it because I wasn't feeling that hungry or anything. But yeah, it made me feel good from the inside, nonetheless. But yeah, and yeah, overall today was quite nice and stuff. I'm glad I went to go see him. And then yeah, so the second thing I wanted to talk to you about was the wedding. Oh my god, basically. Yeah, like I said, I invited Rishmika and I invited Ebony, and they were, like, Ebony was going to Ted's birthday party or something that they were doing for his birthday. And Rishmika, like I said, was out with her boyfriend doing some road trip with his mum. Didn't know. Don't know. And I was like, okay then, cool. I was like, I'm not going to a wedding if I'm going alone because I can't really stand my father being drunk alone. And yeah, so I invited Haveen to come along with me, and she was like, yeah, okay, which was quite surprising. And she actually wore a dress, and I was like, wow. I was quite surprised because I didn't even have to ask her to wear a dress. She actually did it on her own. I was like, wow, there's an improvement, Haveen. But yeah, and we got dressed and whatnot. I wore my black dress, the one shoulder one from Nipsey, the one that I wanted to wear for my NRA dress, but in peach. But yeah, anyway, we went there. Yeah, so I thought it's quite long. It's a quite long dress. It comes to, it's way below my bum, not to my knees or half, like basically halfway through like my thigh, kind of half point. And I thought I'd be fine. It does rise up at the front though. It's quite short at the front, but it does get longer at the back, so it's fine. And it's jersey, so it's pretty heavy as well. So I thought, you know, this will be a good dress. So we went and we sat at a table and stuff. And Hazine was there. I don't remember if you remember her. And like it was her family's thing, and it was this guy that I know's birthday, and my family knows his family and stuff, and we went there. And what's it called? And then my dad got drunk as per usual. He didn't light up the wedding hall this time, which was like, wow, heaven. And yeah, so then yeah, he got pretty fucking drunk, and then he insisted that we dance as per usual, and I was like, alright then, come on, let's dance. So I went up to dance and stuff, and the first time it was alright, it was okay. It was kind of more slower dance, nothing too beaty or whatever. And then the second time we went out to dance, I was dancing with my dad, and I must say people actually like my dancing, which was a surprise because it's not the dance that I'm used to. Like it's because they were all Kurdish, to be honest, and they like to do the hello dance where they're all together in line and stuff. They did that for like 2 hours straight, and I was like, oh my god, it's not going to stop, is it? They're going to do this for the whole wedding, because that's what Kurdish weddings are like. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to have to sit and watch them, because I can't do it. And yeah, and then yeah, the second dance anyway. So we got up and we were dancing, and about 5 minutes into the dance, I see these girls next to me. And there's a whole bunch of girls, they were all family, and they were all dancing together. And it was me and my dad in the corner, and we were dancing there, because I didn't want to get involved with them, so I was like, Dad, we can dance here. So, yeah, so these, about 3 girls are like bunched together, and one of the girls looks over to her friend, and she's clearly looking at me, because I'm dancing and I can see her. And I'm looking at her, and she's looking back at me, and she's looking me up and down, and she's talking to her friend, whispering. And the other girl starts looking at me. And I'm like, this can only mean one thing. Not that they're bitching about me, but I thought, okay, something must be showing. I turned around to Haveen, who was sitting at the table, and she refused to dance. And I mouthed her, I was like, can you see my bum? And I could see her face, she was smiling already, and she just nodded and just cracked up laughing. Seriously, I stood there like this for 5 seconds, I was like, and like, because if she could see my bum, and she was at the back of this second half, so there's like one on the right and one on the left of the tables. Then all the people before her can see my bum too. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. So then, yeah, and then eventually I had to carry on dancing with my dad like nothing happened, and like hold my dress down and stuff. But I was so embarrassed because when I went back to sit down, I swear to God, about a third of the people were staring at me, and I was like, oh my god. But on the positive, I don't think my dad saw. If he'd seen, he would have said something about it. He was just fucking pissed drunk. And yeah, that was fucking embarrassing. It was so fucking embarrassing. I've never been so embarrassed in my life. I was like, oh my god, that has just not happened to me. I did not show my bum to my family, friends, my family's friends, relatives, and whatnot. All in one go, like my bum. It's alright if you're in a club or something, but in a wedding. But no, not in a wedding. That's why you keep it nice. But Hayden did say that I was the most attractive looking girl there, and I was like, oh, thank you. And I've detailed obviously because I did look better than the rest of them. And and yeah, and then yeah, that was it kinda. I can't remember if there's anything else. No, that's probably it for now. But yeah, and I can't do a countdown today for your coming back because I'm not, like, the laptop's there, but I can't be bothered to type it in right now. I should have typed it in before I started it. But yeah, I hope you're back soon and stuff. And yeah, I love you. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm meant to be going to Leeds next weekend, so on the 18th or something, on Friday with Ebony. And she's meant to have booked them. I don't know if she has, but yeah. So I'll keep you updated on that as well. And yeah, whatever. I hope you're having fun and stuff, and you haven't done anything drastic. I love you. Ah.